What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. We're doing level 2 today. You can catch this as part of the Story Sunday that's been happening on the channel lately, every Sunday here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. So if you would like more of this game and more story-based games like it, please scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. They post at 6 a.m., so when you wake up all groggly-eyed, you have something to watch, should you so choose. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We got done with the first episode, or the first level, I should say. That one was about 3.5 hours long, which was surprising. And kind of threw off my whole plan, because I started it at 5, and I thought it would be about 2 hours. And then it wasn't, and I was going to stop at 7, so 2 hours, stop at 7. Take a small break, and then record the Mario Strikers beta. But then the game ran for so much longer that it just completely killed a different video idea. But that's okay. So big long video on the first one. We're improving. We're drinking water today and not Mountain Dew. I gotta be drinking that stuff anyway. I gotta be doing better about that in the first place. But hopefully that'll help the old throat, because boy did it hurt after all of that lovely reading. Arcade Spirits, if for some reason you're clicking into number 2 here, is a visual novel. We're learning about FOD2, Fist of Doom, or whatever it's called. A game that I don't know that I love the minigame aspect of it. I should have just picked what I wanted to do, and not worried about the actual minigame itself, because I feel like I don't understand it very well. And the way they talk about it, it seems like it's far more complex. And then the minigame is a very simplistic look on it, which makes sense. You know, they're programming a visual novel. We're not getting all of a sudden gonna get a action RPG in the middle of it. But I don't know. It's weird. I wish that you could go in and change that setting. Because initially I was like, oh, I want to play it because I want to influence the story. If I'm not good, we should lose. I don't want to just pick the answer that I want, which would be to win. But then I play the game and I'm like, I don't know that I'm fully understanding this. I'm like, if it comes up again, maybe we'll take some notes in a notepad and help ourselves out that way. We're going to load right into level number 2. We are about to go into Combo Breaker. So this will be just level 2 every Sunday. Like I said, I am really like that. It might have something to do with my monitor. No, I look fine. I have a window back here on this wall. That's what lets in all the light, instead of where I was previously. I've had windows on either my left or my right side. So it does that. This one just kind of comes in from the back. Anyway. Oh, good. It's only been 3 minutes. Let's jump in here. Level 2. Combo Breaker. Every Sunday. July 3rd, by the way. If you're curious. Still in the air. Still up in the air about what's going to be on that particular day. But
what's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post.
That shirt is awesome. Really quickly, though. Sunday, July 3rd. Still a question mark, kind of up in the air. Looking into some stuff. I think I might have hit a roadblock with what I was going to do, but I might kind of just do it a different way. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting if it goes one way, or you'll just get this. So either way, something good.
Big happenings in the scene today as P2W endures humiliation at the hands of a small team from a local laundromat.
Local underdog team, laundry and pizza? Shaking up the scene, fresh faces in esports. I just think it's neat. That's got to be a Simpsons reference right there. Like Marge Simpson says, I just think they're neat.
In the upset of the century, this previously unknown team of locals utterly trounced Team P2W's Coda, who was fired on the spot.
We tied them, and the game just gave me a victory.
Are P2W really as strong as we believed? Are they starting to show weakness? Are they no longer favored to win the Pro Tour?
So is this supposed to be... I'm noticing the green outline here. Is it supposed to be that the green screen's really bad? And like there's that like hint of green if they don't light it correctly? I think it's a lighting issue.
Will this little incident become the start of something bigger? Who knows? Personally, I can't wait to see what this new team can do. For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate Fight Shack 5 stars. This is only the beginning, folks.
Here we go. It is the distant future of the year 20XX, and I'm no longer an aspiring game champion. I'm an aspiring game champion and a team manager. That's one more set of shoes than I'd originally intended to fill, if we're being honest. I would have been perfectly content to blend in with an existing team as just another player, but if this is what it takes, so be it. The good news is that I'm not flying solo as Supreme Overlord of this team. Everybody has opinions to contribute. The bad news is everybody has opinions, and I'm quickly discovering that balancing those out is getting tricky. This morning, my job is simple. Completely redesign the team's profile on discomfort.fist. Oh, Fist of Discomfort is what the game is called. Discomfort.fist and select a sponsor for our Pro Tour ambitions. All while keeping as many of my teammates as happy as possible. We want to keep Grace happy, and we want to keep, was it Zipper? There's two that I want to keep happy, if I'm being honest. I've fallen in love twice already. Simple, right? Okay, let's get to work.
Iris, online.
I did not realize I needed to press A on that. Hello, Miss Manager. I also had to figure out how to run a virtualization of the Iris app in my home computer. PC geeks get things done. Okay, hello. I finished compiling all input regarding your team profile and sponsorship opportunities, cross-referencing it with your friends and their own requests. Shall we start with people? With the profile? Every good team needs a good team name. I don't know, Good Clean Fun could work really nicely for that. True, but Team GCF was always a working title, and your friends have sent me some ideas for better names and acronyms. But those are only suggestions. If you want, you can make up a name and acronym yourself. Okay, let's see them. Team the Best Team. Future Forward. The Pit Crew. Next Fiasco. Exemplar. Future Forward. I like it. We're always looking forward towards our bright future. Okay, your team name and acronym are now registered with discomfort.fist. I've also emailed everyone to let them know of the change. Next, it's time to pick a sponsor. Meeting team play to win made my job simple. You had sponsors lining up to talk to you. If you can keep that hot streak going, this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've organized dossiers for you, including the sponsor's original pitch and any comments from your friends about the offer. Wow, thanks, Iris. Here I was thinking that being a manager would be, like, difficult and stuff.
Thank you.
I was originally made to be a virtual assistant to high-powered business executives. That sort of thing is child's play to me. Now, let's take a look at the offers. I have 3 of them to consider. Oh, hello. How are you? Good day. I represent Crimson Tiger Energy Drink, the premier beverage choice of the 13 to 25-year-old gamer demographic. I don't want to appeal to that. Get that bottom number up a little bit. We're always on the lookout for promising young teams, and yours shows a great deal of promise. We'd like to sponsor your entry into the Pro Tour. You'll find our team salary package more than generous, allowing you to focus entirely on team training and practice without day jobs to worry about. In return, we'd like you to wear our red branding colors, and be seen drinking our product. A simple request, we feel. Now, do I actually have to drink your product, or could you just give me like a water bottle? Because I think that's the play. You give me a water bottle with your logo on it, and I'll just drink from that. I do it already with this. It's a Great Pacific Northwest. It's just water. I remember reading an article about a game jam that was like sponsored by like Mountain Dew, and somebody was like, we couldn't even get water. Like, they're like, you can have Mountain Dew, and they're like, I just want water. Just put water in a cup that has Mountain Dew on it and just give me the water. And they like wouldn't let him. It was very weird. With over 20 years of experience in this field, I assure you that you'll find no finer a partner than Crimson Tiger.
Don't know about that.
Hey, Iris forwarded me the CT offer. I guess they're a proven brand, but do we really want to be sponsored by the guys who sponsor everyone already? Plus, their energy drink tastes like warm battery acid. No way in hell am I slurping that stuff down. See, this is why you go with water. Just give me a cup.
You've got to be kidding.
I've never been a fan of the blatant machismo and in-your-face attitude of Crimson Tiger, especially not when that's still a huge problem in the scene. Also, have you seen their clothing design? It's better suited for a gaming chair than an actual human body. I refuse to wear anything that obnoxious. I mean, to be fair, if Rhapsody has to button up anything, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. You let Rhapsody unbutton as many buttons as they want. Chef's kiss. So they can offer us all the money we need to make this happen, but I need to wear their colors, chug energy drinks, and annoy Domino and Rhapsody? Doing business means accepting trade-offs. Maybe the next two offers will be more to your liking. Okay, we got green. This is a positive. I like the green here. Glad to see you showing up, Team P2W. We need fresh blood in the scene to keep it from stagnating, and you are fresh. Blade Joysticks, makers of professional-grade fighting game joysticks, wants to sponsor your team all the way to the top. Our team salaries can't compete with the top dogs. I'll admit that. Or top draws, I should say. I'll admit that. But you get all the free hardware and controllers you'll ever need. Sign with us and we'll make sure you're all kitted out. Sound good? Let me know. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of drawbacks.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. We have Grace here with a concern. They mean well, but the reason Blade can't offer a lot of money is because they're probably going out of business in the next few years. Blade-style controllers are the player 2 sticks you let your cousin use because you don't want them wrecking your good
Not
joystick.
down for that.
Plus, I literally can't use their joysticks. They're too stiff. It hurts my wrist. If you want to trade your keyboard for a Blade, feel free. I don't know why. I read that so clean the first time, and then the second time it just threw me off. Personally, I won't be using their gear. Sorry. Piles and piles of free gear would save us some money, but if Grace and Jinx don't like Blade, and I can't say the idea of ditching good old beige, the 101 keyboard for a joystick, I read this all wrong. And I can't say I like the idea of ditching good old beigey, the 101 keyboard for a joystick, just to keep them happy. To have everyone else on the team use Beyblades if you want to keep your competitive keyboard edge. These are options. But there are options. There's also one more candidate to consider, and if I may lend my own biased view, I think they're exactly what we need. Okay. Pizza Yums. Alright. Okay. I was like, what could she possibly... Oh, Pizza Yum. That makes sense. We are... Good to talk to you. We are here in the Pizza Yums family, or we here in the Pizza Yums family have been following your story closely. Everybody loves an underdog. We'd love to sponsor you. We've got experience helping people build their brand and can really get you to the next level. We can't offer as much money as a more esports focused company, but we don't have any demands in return. We just want to help you soar. It would help if you were a bit more on the family-friendly side, though. Let's talk. Drop me a line and we'll arrange pay entrance fees to tournaments for you, if nothing else. Oh boy.
No f***ing way.
Okay, Zapper, alright. Family friendly? Seriously? Fuck that. Make no apologies for who I am and what I say. Plus, pizza bagels taste like school glue on cardboard. Hey, that's me.
I must protest.
Pizza Yums is run by capitalist thugs who contribute to both the nation's obesity epidemic and our food waste crisis. Okay, you gotta fucking calm down here, Loxy. In addition, they've sponsored many an event at Deco's Palace. Excuse me, the Palace. The pinnacle of an anti-arcade, I say man. Dang it. So no matter who I pick, I upset someone. Seriously? Seems that way. But there are tough decisions you need to make when you're in a position of leadership. They'll accept your decision no matter what, but you may lose standing with two of them depending on what you decide. I guess crowdfunding isn't an option? Not for the amount of money we'll need for travel and tournament expenses. Even the cheapest of offers will get us more than a GoFundMe would. Right, decision time then. Ah, this one sucks. Because I like Rhapsody, Grace, and Zapper. I don't want to upset Jinx and Grace, so I think I'll knock out Blade Joystick. I don't know, I feel like Pizza Yums is kind of the best option. Like, personally, I don't like the idea of, like... I think we'll... Crimson Tiger has a strong reputation and can get us everything we'll need to make this happen. I'll wear red so the others don't have to.
Sure. Let's embrace
Hey, if you're the
our-
one who has to glue the innards of a toxic swamp monster instead of me, I'll sign that dotted line. Just remember I warned you.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, I'm not thrilled by your choice. I won't deny their support is going to help. I'll try to find something that matches their uniform.
Sounds good.
And that's all the managerial decisions you need to make today. I let out one long exhale, leaning back in my chair. This is more stressful than I thought it would be, but you're doing so well, and you'll only get better at it in time. With me in your pocket, figuratively and literally, there's no way you can lose. Well, I mean, you can still lose your FOD2 matches, but still. I have a lot of functionality you haven't even tapped yet, you know. If you want me to, I can get you leverage or negotiate more money for your sponsor. Leverage as in blackmail? You'd be surprised how many embarrassing details are perfectly public if you know how to search for them. What do you say? No high risk, no federal crimes. I'm already in hot water just for using your pirate app service. No blackmail. It would help us get ahead of Hunter and stay ahead. I'll consider it a possibility. Not gonna lie, if we can squeeze more money out of our sponsor, preferably quietly and without any backlash, it'd be worth considering. Yes, exactly. And you can count on me to take care of it quietly. I'm your digital scalpel, not a digital broadsword. I'm not saying let's go ahead and blackmail people, but theoretically, what sort of information could you find? Oh, just about anything. What would you want me to look for in general? Oh, a fan fiction. A fan fiction's a good option. Any crimes of their own threaten to make them face justice if they don't play ball. Ugh. The less I know about what you're going to dig up, the better. We'll go embarrassing but safe. I don't really want to get into the weeds on this sort of thing. Keep it simple, goofy, embarrassing material to make them look silly if it got out. That's the easiest sort of leverage to find. You'd be amazed what people post to social media, assuming nobody important will ever find it. Okay, if you ever need me to dig up embarrassing material, just say the word. Now, you should go freshen up. Team practice starts soon, and you still need to catch the subway over to good, clean fun. Onward, Miss Manager. At least that's over with. All I need to do now is go down to the arcade and kick some virtual ass. I know I can do that, at least. No more wrangling strong personalities, no more settling conflicts. Just doing what I was born to do. Game. Right? I doubt it's going to be that easy. Right. Except, well... matchmaking is taking forever. It has literally been 2 minutes, Zapper. Yeah, I know. Forever. How are we supposed to get practice matches in if the servers can't find anybody at our skill level? It's got to be your ELO dragging us down or something. Or yours dragging us up. High-ranked pros aren't always playing this early in the day, you know. Having only a single FOD2 machine in the entire arcade, plus a slow day for online matchmaking, means practice is moving at a snail's pace. On the plus side, while Dom and Zap are busy getting their rounds in, I'm free to wander around and chat with people. Probably for the best. I haven't spent much time getting to know them yet. I should take advantage of this quiet moment. I doubt I can visit everyone before it's my turn at bat, but I can squeeze some socializing in. Whom do I want to chat with? Grace. We're gonna go talk to Grace. Where's my Grace? Jinx and Grace. With good, clean fun being a trifecta of greasy food, clean clothes, and hot arcade action. It's not too surprising to see my arcade friends washing underwear and stuff. Grace is chatting away with Jinx while folding, mostly black, clothing from the dryer. Jinx, for her part, occasionally glances at her phone while talking. How many socks have you lost to the sock goblins today? A few, but sock goblins aren't real. Then maybe it's Grace. Don't call her a sock goblin, you idiot. That's me, you idiot! Unlikely. Besides, Grace is helping me get my clothes sorted out. It'd be counterproductive. She does your
Bad
laundry?
idea.
Can't exactly carry a giant basket of clothes with these arms. Used to use a wagon, tug it along on wheels, but it's less tiring to get some help with stuff like this, and Grace volunteered. Always happy to lend a hand, my BFF. And it's a good opportunity to just chat and relax, you know? Oh, am I interrupting chat and relax times? Nah, it's fine. Something grabs Jinx's attention, her eyes flickering down to her phone while Grace continues folding black t-shirts. Grace, that car you were talking about? The Asimov? Yes. And Jinx turns her phone around to show the news headline. Self-driving car kills driver in accident. Alarmed, Grace nearly drops the shirt she was folding.
No.
Says here that it was swerving to avoid someone who screwed up and drifted out of their lane. Someone would have died either way. Still, not great for Asimov. That's really disappointing. Even beyond my condolences for that poor man behind the wheel, a lot of us in the AI development community were really pushing for the Asimov. It could have solved a lot of our infrastructure and transportation problems. Maybe they can fix the bug and negative PR won't squash the entire
I'm
project?
not sure about that.
Problem is people. Any idiot humans on the road introduce X factors that an Asimov can't always solve for.
Ugh.
Sometimes I think people can't be trusted with cars. We're too reckless, too stupid, too inattentive for these high-speed metal bricks. Yeah, that's why I don't own a car. I'd be unsafe at any speed. I'm totally okay with a bus driver or subway operator doing their job, so I don't have to haul my own butt around town. Probably safer for all involved. I mean, you're talking to the gal who plays FOD2 on a keyboard. I already make questionable decisions. Good. Glad to see someone else willing to accept personal responsibility and step aside when they know it's right to step aside. Human drivers, even skilled drivers, can still make errors, dangerous errors. In a game, it's fine. In real life, well, sometimes I think if every car was run by code, it'd all flow smoothly, optimally, safely. Even if America will never give up driving. Yeah, that's unlikely. Even aside from one's independent spirit and freedom of movement, people don't trust AI yet.
That's
And sadly,
unfortunate.
this incident won't help Asimov's chances at acceptance in the mainstream. There's no reason to give up. The industry just has to keep pushing forward despite the haters. Hey, don't let this get you down. Every technology faces setbacks. If they keep pushing forward, they'll get there one day. The public is still thinking killer robots from the future, but that'll pass, especially if we don't give up. Exactly. We need to keep trying, learn from our mistakes, and move ahead. I just hope that this doesn't result in a defunding of the Asimov project. The intersection of progress and capitalism can be weird. That's a polite way of putting it. I love science. I mean, I love science. Not in that goofy OMG science rules way you see on Facebook or Twitter. I'm a firm believer in both the human spirit and the ability to improve upon the human condition
That's
through
wonderful.
science. Robotics, biohacking, space exploration, everything. There's a bright future ahead of us if we're willing to put old attitudes aside and reach for it. The last of the laundry folded, Grace packs up the clothes in a plastic laundry basket. I'm feeling better now, and I'm sure Asimov will bounce back from this. Good to hear.
See
Good
you
to
later.
hear. Excuse us. Grace and I gotta drag this stuff back to my place. Okay, but come back in time for team practice. I'm sure the FOD2 machine will be available soon. Won't be gone long. I literally live 3 floors up in the apartments over GCF. Oh, hey, that's handy. Definitely. Domino and Zapper were still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? Talk to Rhapsody. I find Rhapsody in the far back booth of the pizzeria. They're fiddling with their phone. I wander my way back to where they are sitting, and upon arrival, I notice a whole mess of papers and drawings strewn across the table's surface. Are they trying to solve a murder mystery or put together pieces of a conspiracy theory? Rhapsody smiles and looks up at me. All I'm missing is a red yarn tying everything together. Exactly, so which is it? Neither. Look for yourself. What do you see? I do as I say, and I actually take a look at the papers, but it's mostly illegible. Rhapsody could be a doctor with that writing, or a child doctor. Well, if your handwriting were better. Hey now, that's not fair. Okay, so my chicken scratch isn't the most legible, but surely you can see beyond that. I once again peer and see beyond the words. It's lists. Complete lists of matchups, counters, a tier list, and a whole slew of details included about them. I already know a fair amount of this just from playing, but there are matchups and combo moves on Rhapsody's notes that I haven't even really thought about. You are extremely detail-oriented. Thanks for noticing. Why don't you stop hovering over me like a creep and join me? I acquiesce and slide into the seat across from Rhapsody. And even before I have a chance to prod them further with questions, they begin answering them. I'm just trying to put down everything I know about FOD2 on paper into something cohesive so I can share it with everyone. We're a team now, a legit one. Everyone will need to be on their best game, always. Everyone needs to know the why of every action we perform, cause and effect. It's important. We can only learn so much by playing the game, but studying how the game works, exploiting the movesets, seeing which combos overpower others. Rhapsody looks up at me and smiles gently.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we are doing this, we're doing it right. Right? I'm touched. This is no small amount of work to put all of this out there and on paper. This will really help us boost to the next level. I know not everyone's on board with the heavy study, particularly Zapper, but if we're going to make an effort, I agree. Let's make a serious effort. Any amount of new information will help us improve. Agreed. And I know you've got your hands full as manager, so it's the least I could do to help. Rhapsody pauses, elbows resting on the table, and places their head upon their entwined fingers. They gaze directly into my eyes, and I can sense a fire in them. I want to win this. So do I. No, I don't think you understand. I really, really want to win this. So do I. Really, really. Rhapsody chuckles
Sounds
softly.
good to me.
Well, I guess we're one and the same. And we best win. Or there'll be 2 of us crying. Not too long ago, Rhapsody didn't even want to play. And now they're dying to win, making flashcards, getting really serious about the whole thing. What changed? Honestly. Rhapsody inhales a sharp breath, shocked by the question, soon relaxes into themselves, seeming to know exactly what I'm referring to. I've never tasted victory, but I've watched plenty of my friends suckle from the teat. What's the phrase? Always the bridesmaid? Rhapsody considers how to phrase things before speaking. I've always had a talent for puzzle solving. There's a certain excitement, a feeling you can't quite put into words in working through a puzzle, isn't there? If your brain sees all the different pathways, the options before you, and then weighs them all out separately, if there's more than one way for success, one has to determine which is the best way. That's not even including the outside factors. And when you solve that puzzle, it's like a reward just for yourself. You don't share that triumph with others, it's between you and that puzzle. It's the same in competitive games. They're just bigger and more intricate puzzles to solve. Pleased with the explanation, they smile at me. So, it's to no one's surprise when I fall head over heels into competitive games. From Smash Bros. Trademark to FOD, I've played them all. And with each new game, I've learned its entirety. The combos, the perfect executions, the matchups. Otherwise, how would I be able to solve the puzzle? I even shared with others those details, showed them how to defeat anyone and win. I taught them everything I knew. They climbed and won and took home championship titles. They succeeded. And as for me, that was one puzzle you couldn't solve. Rhapsody nods solemnly. So I gave up. Why even try if you're just going to fail? It's not worth it, is it? How could I know so much about a game and not ever succeed?
It was my fault.
Those thoughts consumed me and I found it affecting me. So, I focused on teaching others instead. I could find at least a small bit of happiness in their victories. I was safer that way. Rhapsody takes a long, reflective pause. And looking back at it, I do find pleasure through other successes. I'm glad to be that person people turn to for guidance. But there's still a part of me that can't let go of that desire. Now, geez, look at me. I've gone off monologuing for way too long. Don't hesitate to interrupt me. All of what Rhapsody's saying, I think I understand. If we win, you'll have completed that puzzle. I can empathize with Rhapsody's feelings of wanting to succeed on something that stopped them in the past. Accomplishment is important, and to win means you've succeeded in your goals. You'll have solved the unsolvable. And now you want to try again? Exactly. And now you know why Future Forward must win. Now's my time to finally succeed. I'm hopeful we can win, especially with all your help, Rhapsody. You're a valuable part of this team. Rhapsody smiles warmly at me. Thanks. I'm glad to be a part of Future Forward. And then the mood changes dramatically as Rhapsody's attention shifts from me to the mess before them. Oh, so you're looking at one mess to a different mess? Okay, cool, thanks. And begins scooping up all their strewn about papers and stuffing them into their backpacks. Oh, dang. I still have to type all these notes for everyone. No one here could read my handwriting either. Teacher's got to write up a syllabus, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for my matches. There's an internet cafe around the corner, and this will take me no time. And in a rush, Rhapsody slides from the booth and I watch them wave to Ben and Matt as they leave the pizzeria. Rhapsody left in such a hurry, I hope that everything with them is okay. Maybe they're just excited about the chance to maybe really win this time. Regardless, I should see what everyone else is up to. Domino and Zapper are still playing. I'm not really concerned with the one guy, Robin Hood over there, so we'll talk to Ben and Matt. Food sounds like a good idea. I might be tangled up in practice sessions all afternoon, so a heavy slice of za would be advisable.
Good day.
A fine day indeed.
Your first day as a manager. How exciting. What can we get for you, our delightful high-powered business executive?
I don't even get an option today. We're keeping it simple today. Just a cheese lover's pizza.
Can't be too cheesy, I always say, even if my bowels occasionally say otherwise.
One piping hot slice of the good stuff slides over to me. I open the box and nosh on it, too eager to find a
Wow,
table
you're
first.
full of pep today. I would have thought your first shot at managerial duties would grind you down into a tiny, quivering wad of stressed-out jelly.
Yeah, that's why I'm eating this pizza right in front of you and I didn't find a table. I'm gonna fucking shit myself from stress. Please don't remind me. I'm trying to avoid liquefying myself. When I was here yesterday, I didn't realize that becoming our team's manager was one step on my dream ladder.
Sometimes the ladder to our dreams has missing steps. In that case, it can be difficult to climb by yourself.
Ben's right. No need to burden just yourself, especially when there are people around you who've had some experience at making dreams happen.
Who?
Us. Matt's talking about us.
Indeed, we'd be happy to impart our learned wisdom upon the younger generation. Want some pointers?
Okay. Ben and Matt's bonus points. How do I blow off stress? Primal scream therapy? Drum circle? Do I manage interpersonal conflicts? I want to keep everybody happy. How can I pump him up? I really need him to take on all challengers. How should I be managing finances and expenses? Oh, that sounds boring as hell. I want to keep everyone happy. We're all friends in Future Forward, but conflicts are going to come up. I can already sense some tension between a few of them. As manager, it's my job to keep everybody happy, right? How can I solve these
I'm
conflicts?
not so sure about that.
Oh, that's a tricky one, especially since, well, you can't actually keep everybody happy. Ideally, yes, happiness is a lovely thing, but more often than not, there has to be compromise. Compromise doesn't necessarily have to mean unhappiness, though. Comfortable middle ground between two clashing points of view, an acceptable solution, if not an ideal one. You are not responsible for an ideal state of perfect happiness. You're responsible for making them as happy as possible. Responsibilities on top of, playing FOD2. That's still a heck of a lot for me.
Indubitably.
Undoubtedly.
But you barely know me. We're excellent judges of character. Say, you know who she reminds me of? A young Kesha Siebert? Indeed, some spark of destiny, I'd say. Really going places. Wait, Kesha? That's my cousin. I'm a Siebert. Wait, hold on, what? Did they... Wait, what? Well, small world, isn't it? Yeah, we haven't been in touch. The whole Siebert family is sort of perpetually in survival instinct mode. Doesn't lend itself well to cousinly togetherness. I haven't kept tabs on Kesha, but my name is Kesha. Have I picked a name that they've already used? Did I have this problem in the first game too? Well, allow us to fill in the gaps for you. We went into business together for a time, ran a cozy little barcade, but eventually we sought new horizons, pizza flavor.
You never know quite where life will take you. Something Matt and I have experienced firsthand.
Indeed. We started out running a donut shop and bookstore.
You ran a donut shop and a bookstore? How'd you manage to run two businesses at once?
By running one business. We sold books and donuts under one roof.
The whole story. Such halcyon days of literature and sugar.
Sadly, shifting demographics and the opening of a high-end cafe named La Biblio the Queue du Croissant signaled the end of that venture.
Another sad tale of local business crushed by Big Donut and Big Book.
Not that we let it bring us down. No, we moved right along to our next idea. Pizza, laundry, and video games.
I'm sorry, this was your go-to idea?
Absolutely.
Positively.
My point is, you may never know where you'll end up, but the journey to get there will certainly be interesting. You weren't expecting to manage an esports team, but look, you're managing an esports team. Isn't that something?
Wear the mark of chaos with pride. Surf the wave, ride the snake.
That means something entirely different, Matt.
Aww.
Ben contemplates his next words as their back and forth stream of consciousness finally pauses for a brief moment. I mean, be honest, where did you actually see yourself in 10 years' time? If we're being honest, I'd be right where I was a few days ago, sitting by myself in a dark apartment playing one video game for hours and hours. I used to think that was enough. As long as I kept on winning, it'd be all worth it. But now I'm not so sure. I'm still sorting things out. You're with good people. If anybody can help you sort things out, it's your friends in Future Forward. And us, Ben and me, we can help. Yes, we can help. Come to us anytime you have doubts and we'll set you right as rain. Thanks, guys. No need. We live to serve. Now then, next order, please. And that's when I noticed the very long line forming behind me of people waiting for Ben and Matt to get on with it. I mumble an apology and then scamper off to devour my pizza. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm not sure Ben and Matt work as the obligatory substitute father figures in the grand narrative of my new life, but at the very least, they make for cool uncles. Okay, seriously, what's taking so long? Domino and Zapper should have completed a few matches by now. Curious, I decided to go check them. On arriving at the center of the arcade, I see them in the middle of a pretty intense match, with everyone else just sort of watching from the sidelines. Curious, I join the fringes of the group to see what's going on.
Oh, for sake. That's the third time I've been ganked. Domino, get your skinny ass up here and defend me!
Can't talk, swarmed by ninja. Or ninjas? Do you pluralize ninja, or is ninja already plural?
Oh, shut the up and help me! We're gonna lose this match if you don't get your act together.
I didn't exactly see you diving into my lane to save my bacon when they roasted me in round 1, Zapper-chan.
I'll bail you out when you learn the difference between your joystick and your
Oh good, they're fighting. Just what I was hoping for. Some interpersonal trauma to sort out.
Finally, you decide to stop twiddling your thumbs and dive my lane. Honestly, Domino, you've got the speed and grace of a garbage truck.
Thank you.
Are we trash talking then? Is that what's expected of me? Okay, I can trash talk. Because you've built your life entirely around this game while pushing your friends away, you're probably going to die alone and unloved.
What is that
In a
face?
decade or so, your reflexes will be too shot to do the one thing you were any good at. You'll be like a high school quarterback with nothing at the end of the road but alcoholism and loneliness. Also, you smell like poop. Well, did I talk trash of sufficient quality to earn your admiration, Zapper?
Exactly 3 seconds of absolutely horrified silence follow as Zapper's expression slides perfectly from terror to rage. And then she makes that rage known, rather directly. With instinctive anger, she uses both hands to give Domino a hard shove away from her, which causes him to stumble, trip over his old ratty backpack he'd left on the floor, and fall on his rear. Everyone in Future Forward stands speechless as Domino sits on the floor with Zapper looming over him. On realizing everyone's staring, Zapper stammers, lips moving silently before she finally blurts out a retort.
I quit. Screw this. Screw you all. I'm going home.
Oh no. With determination, she shoves past the rest of the group on her way out the door to leave good, clean fun, presumably forever.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay.
This
Deep
can't
breaths.
be happening.
It's happening again, isn't it? It's all coming apart. I should have stepped in. I knew this would happen. No. The one who should have stepped in quicker was me. I know what Domino is capable of, what Zapper is capable of. Let's go get a soda and relax a bit while they sort this out, okay? Oh, okay. Right, rock, paper, scissors then? One, on three. One. I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have had an altercation. Or the first time Zapper's quit the team. First time she's ever shoved someone, mind you, but that's a bit of an escalation. So we're trying to figure out which one of us is going to chase down Zapper and who's going to tend to Domino. It's only at that moment that I notice Domino has indeed slinked off somewhere, silently leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe I should be doing this? I'm the manager, right? I need to manage my team. HR duties aside, it might help to hear it from us. We've known both of them a little bit longer. Agreed. 'Tis an admirable suggestion, but 'twould be best if we handled this. We've done it before and have no qualms doing it again. And again, looping in stagnation. That's why I'm here, right? Iris said they needed me. Even Zapper agreed the team desperately needed fresh blood. If I'm not willing to step in here, this sort of thing is just going to happen again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks, but at the very least I can overrule their rock, paper, scissors and get on one of these two myself. Thanks for wanting to take care of this, but I'm going to help too. I'm not only their manager, I'm their friend. So I'm in. Both Rhapsody and Lockley give me a solemn nod. But now I need to decide who I want to go after. I would rather talk to Zapper. Domino obviously went fully overboard with what he said. And whatever fucking facial expression he made, but Zapper shouldn't have re-escalated. Better go after the Zapper. She said she's going home. Where does she live? All the way across town, but she's taking the subway. You might catch up with her if you start running. One foot in front of the other. Got it. Good luck with Domino. Worry not, my friend. Rhapsody and I will handle them with care. It's a big city. If I can't find Zapper before she hops the train, I'll have to cross the whole thing looking... What? Oh, okay. It's a big city. If I can't find Zapper before she hops a train, I'll have to cross the whole thing looking for her. Running at top speed, I nearly take a tumble down the stairs to the subway station in my effort to get to her quickly. Fortunately, I spot her getting on a train, heading to Midtown. I barely squeeze through the doors of her car before it takes off. By the time I actually approach, I'm so out of breath I can barely do more than wheeze and gasp. Zapper, Just a moment. She passes a hand in front of her face, wiping her eyes before casting an annoyed look at my way. What the fuck are you doing here? Let me guess, you won the rock, paper, scissors showdown? Ugh.
This is messy.
Look, you can forget it, okay? I'm done. Burn the bridge, no going back. I'm done, I'm out, it's over. I'm a lousy fit for the team anyway. Forcing air back into my lungs, I really need to do cardio clearly. I speak up to protest that. I kind of want to just go neutral here. Why do you think you're a lousy fit for the team? Get more information before... Wait, why do you think you're a bad fit for the team? It can't be a matter of ambition. We're joining the Pro Tour, remember? Zapper, please, talk to me. Put it in your own words. What's going on here? Damn it. She sniffs back a sob, not wanting to visibly or audibly crack, but her voice is definitely quieter. When I do that, I just pet a cat. But her voice is definitely quieter, hard to hear over the ramble of the subway. Because I'm an asshole. No two ways around it. I've got no chill and a temper like a powder keg. I'm packed full of apathy, not empathy. And that works fine when I'm by my lonesome, dominating fools in FOD2, but with friends? No, I'm the bad guy. I can't help it. She pauses after that, trying to figure out her words before actually saying them, hoping to explain what she means.
Look, let me put it to you this way. They're all good people. Better people than me. They keep allowing me to f up. It's okay, we still love you, Zapper, but I hurt Domino. That wasn't harsh language, that was literal violence. And don't give me, oh, you didn't really mean to hurt him, he just tripped over his bag, because so what? That can't be forgiven. It shouldn't be forgiven. I'm an abusive jerk, and I don't deserve it. I'm an asshole. Jinx may think she's the cursed one, but if anyone's gonna drag this team down to the depths, it's me. Because I don't know how not to be a piece of shit. Don't you see? I can't go back. I wouldn't inflict myself on my own worst enemy, much less on my friends.
And Zapper goes quiet, looking at her toes rather than meeting my gaze. I'm not entirely sure what I can do to fix this. I don't think I can just pour emotional reassurance over her head and call it a day. She's buried so deep in self-loathing that it'd make it worse if I offer any empty platitudes. But I shouldn't just let her go, right? Can't take it on face value that she really wants to abandon her friends. Zapper, do you want to come back to the team?
Got nothing to do with it. I can't. It'd be no good for anyone if I come back. Give it a few weeks and this whole mess will happen again. Right?
Wrong, and here's why. If you're worried the same thing will happen again, don't. I'm here for all of us. Things will change. As a manager, I can allow you back in, but on probation, that way it's not completely forgiven. That second one is really bad. You folks are seriously stuck in a rut, aren't you? If you keep making mistakes, they're going to keep forgiving you. That's a hell of a loop to repeat. But there's an X factor in play you aren't considering, Zap. What's that? Me. The fact that they could literally play rock, paper, scissors to see who would check on you says that this has become way too common. If this sort of things happen again, I'll step in and cut it off. I know what to look for now, and I won't let the cycle repeat. Consider me your combo breaker. I'm the one who's going to bust you out of the loop, just by existing. It's true, we've never had a manager before or even a newcomer to our little insular gang. I mean, the newest recruit is Loxley, and he came on board like 3 years ago? That's stagnation. Okay, you keep me in check and I'll be willing to come back. Make sense? Makes sense. Zapper looks around, realizing for the first time that this that we've been zooming along... Oh my god. Zapper looks around, realizing for the first time that we've been zooming along at high speed during this entire exchange. Let's switch trains and head back. I'll pay your fare. It's only fair. I'll use that time to figure out how I'm going to apologize to Domino for assault and the trash talk. This is probably the worst I've felt in years. Normally someone comes at me like, yo, Zapper, you got too far. And I'm like, man, whatevs. But this time, it's a friend that you hurt. Yeah. Need to win back everyone's trust after what I did. And bowing before Domino to beg forgiveness? It's a start. Only a start. On the plus side, I've got Miss Manager to keep me in line from now on, right? Please, just catch us first. Which makes her smirk, bringing back her usual sarcasm levels. Kind of like Miss Manager. Ooh, Miss Manager. Yes, just like that. Discipline me. Discipline me hard. Okay, what is happening? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Did you want to go to your apartment real quick and then we can go back? Relax. I'm just kidding. Possibly. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Haha, here's a paddle. Spank me. With her confidence restored, we ride out the rest of the trip back to the good, clean fun in higher spirits. So, despite the two having a bit of an audience, like in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's the moment they're... Despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're in their own isolated world at the moment. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference. How do you want to do this? Do I apologize? Then you apologize? Do you apologize? Then I apologize? Or do we just apologize at the same time? Let's do that. Okay. There you go. I should have trash talked you. I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable. I knew it hurt you to say that. I have no excuse. I don't actually want to quit the team if you'll allow me to come back. I don't want you to quit the team. I forgive you if you forgive me. From now on, I'll try harder to keep my aggression and apathy in check. I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far. So, friends, I know I'm a mess, but we're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo. Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. I get that you're working through stuff. You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly. From now on, I'll reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies, and I'll save my pithy commentary for people who disrespect you. And I think I better stop there before it gets any more touchy-feely. I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We got it all out. All good now? We good. With their word soup spilled all over the floor, they seemed satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow about half of them. The relief spreads to the rest of the team soon.
That sounds great.
Thank goodness. Maybe things can get back to normal now. Better than normal, I'd say. Don't even have to force an apology. Didn't have to force an apology at a Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we just got extra sticky. I'm happy we were able to resolve it.
Marvelous.
Indeed. Together we are an unstoppable force. We must endeavor not to allow strife to pull us apart again. A very upbeat note to end on, even if team dysfunction led us to an upbeat note in the first place. It's probably naive of me to hope that I could join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean. They take work. Still, I've clearly brought Zapper a bit further than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they're stuck in. Now, to refocus the team. Okay. And I just a little practice time. Great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today. We've only got one FOD2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see who's going next.
Hello.
Hello.
Pardon the interruption. May we barge in unceremoniously? You want to play FOD2 next? What? No. We come bearing gifts. Unimaginable treasure in envelope form. Matt presses a sealed document into my hands, printed on the sort of paper you normally reserve for a grand historical declarations. It even has an official-looking seal with a fancy letter H embossed on the wax. We're being summoned to a tribunal of some sort? Do I need a lawyer in a powdered wig, or a designated second for a trial by combat? Even better, you're invited to a local game tournament, a very exclusive one. being hosted by an old friend of ours. Seems your triumph over Play to Win is really opening doors. He doesn't open those doors to just anyone, you see. A legendary figure in arcade culture, lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for an impromptu, spectacular galas of gaming delight. And you're invited to his latest affair,
Well,
isn't that
look
nice?
at you.
Color is impressed at your ability to make an impression. I'm colored. I'm impressed. Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. Oh, is it Hosma? Was that what his name was? Greetings, Future Forward. You are summoned forth this evening to do battle against mighty warriors and claim untold riches. To participate in this exclusive tournament, come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse on 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be permitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of this furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. This invitation allows Keshasaurus and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There shall be plenty of social amusements and hot competition for everyone. He's like, look, everybody can fuck, alright? We fuck. May the odds be ever in your favor. Signed, your benevolent benefactor, Hasma. Hell yeah. Huh. What is Hamza? Is it a new kind of pizza? No. Hamza. The second H is implied. Different twist on the syllable. Hasma is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. Normally he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he's set up a tournament to let players win games. Whoa, okay, this could be big for us. For my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, hey, I researched the web for how to launch an esports team. You got it, now searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in local tournaments is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. Having a second FOD2 machine would solve a lot of problems now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay, we accept the invitation. Let's do this. Splendid. Wonderful. I see our work here is done. Away we go. I do the double clap. Listen up, team. If you want to work with local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come. I believe I'll bow out of this one. I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to this fine eve, but I shall wish you the best in your path to glory. Okay, sure thing. Odd that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans and got banned from maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context. I have no idea what he does in his actual free time. Not sure I'm up for playing in a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to, what'd the invite say, a warehouse? Dodgy. It's okay, Jinx. We can just hang out a bit, head home whenever you want. I'm not sure this is my scene either, honestly. Well, no, Grace, no. Grace, baby, Grace. Cutie McCuterson, come on.
Let's do this.
But we'll still come with you. Fly the team's colors, shake the pom-poms, what else? Wait, oh, okay. Absolutely, for Future Forward. Okay, so that means I'll be teaming with... I could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper... I could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper and Domino, leaving them to their own devices together might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament with? Zapper, you're with me. Let's huff and puff and blow their house down.
Can't beat my pure awesomeness.
I'm down to be the big bad wolf. Count me in. I'd love to win a second FOD2 machine. No glory for Domino, it seems. Overlooked again. So sad. So tragic. Nah, you can stick with me tonight. We can watch our opponents from afar and give Keshasaurus and Zapper the inside scoop. Oh, I'm not complaining. I loved being picked last. Anything to delay getting a mild concussion from a dodgeball a few moments longer. Think I'll head home, actually. It's been a weird day and I could use some time to de-stress. You wacky kids have fun, you hear? Sounds like we've got a plan. Now let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop a train to this event. We will destroy all in our path. We will take what is ours with fire and blood. And hey, have fun, okay? With our team spirit restored from this morning's incident, Future Forward gets to work on preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. At first, I wonder if I have the wrong address. This is a largely empty warehouse in the industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and artifacts of last decade's recession. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There's a light and a noise and talking coming from inside, so either we stumbled across a rave, or we're right where we need to be. Nope. Still looks creepy and disturbing from the inside. It's a dumping ground for old arcade games, someone's long-forgotten treasure trove, now being used as an underground fight club. I hate to think what sort of 8-legged monstrosities lurk in every darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul. Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed and split off in their own small groups. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check in on some casting friends, leaving me and Zapper alone. I turn to my teammate, not exactly sure what to make of this place. Oops. I hit a D-pad. Wait. Hang on, let's pop a save. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in RL competitions mostly consists of watching Evo TM from the comfort of my bedroom, but this seems messy. And possibly massively haunted?
Awesome sauce!
Oh man, this is some old school magic. I once attended a tournament in which a couple of people huddled around a laptop hooked up to a makeshift back alley power outlet. You ask me, the rougher around the edges, the better. You can keep it the glitz and the glamour of televised esports events. I want the scene. Huh, this is more grassroots than the stuff I'm used to, huh? So grassy you can practically feel it betwixt your toes. This is good for us, good for Future Forward. We needed to get out of our comfort zone. I'm currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spoopstoberween Day yet. In fact, I feel a bit paralyzed just loitering by the entrance of the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far into those darkened depths. Fortunately, or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyway, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper. Well. Look, Chad. Oh boy, we got a Chad and a Lance here. Uh-oh, we got a Chad situation. Got ourselves some genuine celebrities at this event. Lance and Chad from L7 Gaming. Is it just because they were tired of saying loser? Oh, L7, bitch. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then. Aren't you two from that cute little gang that hangs out in the laundromat? Saw you on Fight Shack this earlier. Right, the GBC team or something like that. Although I think they call themselves Future Forward now. Well, isn't that special? So very, very special. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people. Take my advice, go home. You don't deserve to be here. Great, haven't even been here in 2 minutes and we're already somehow making enemies. Do I try and smooth this over or just run with it? I don't know you and you don't know me, so that's a problem. So you got a problem with us? That's on you, not me. We literally just met seconds ago and here you are hating on us? You got a problem with us? That's on you, not me. We haven't done anything to earn your loathing other than exist in the same space as you. So you want to maybe rethink that attitude, bitch? I wasn't expecting them to react well to that. And looky look, they aren't reacting well. Seriously? I mean, just look at you. Your conveniently diverse collection of gamers from across all walks of life. Look like an after-school TV special. I can't even accurately describe you all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. They won't let me. Oh, God. They're like just doubling down on being absolute pieces of shit. I'm glad I was rude to them. I am very, very glad that I was rude to them. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have been, but, you know. And that's the real reason why you're making media waves. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not this argument. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. They suck. They suck so hard. That's the real reason you're making waves. You make all the woke corporate journalists pat themselves on the back for talking you up. God, I can't wait to fucking destroy them. And I mean just absolutely eviscerate them. All the while you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers. Two white dudes who just exist. You have a problem with anyone? It's just two annoying white guys yelling at two women. Being, you can't exist here! We're the real gamers! Shut the fuck up. Exactly. This community was built for people like us. We're the ones who started it and made it grow. This is our club, not yours. Oh no. No one wants you here. Oh no. Exactly. And you think beating play to win makes you big time? A fluke win is a fluke win. We know the real reason anyone gives a fuck about you. Exactly. You don't belong here. So run away, scrubs. Don't embarrass yourselves any more than you already have. Okay, I'm reasonably sure if I punched these motherfuckers right here and now, we'd be booted out of the tournament. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we're losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. Zapper's grinding her teeth loudly enough for it to be audible, but she's holding herself back with considerable difficulty. You know what? Kind of feeling like tearing these two a new asshole by dropping some truth bombs. That could be fun to watch, actually, but is it hypocritical of me to really want her to lay into these guys after what happened this morning? Or could this be considered just desserts for someone who's as toxic as these two jerkwads? Lock and load. You're good. I say open fire. With italicized righteous. Alright, you two. And immediately that build up head of absolute rage explodes in chuckles and then outright laughter. Okay. I'm sorry, it's not even worth it to flatten these two idiots. See, L7 Gaming used to be red hot. They were on the top of the heap until they made the dumbass mistake of hassling their only woman player. See, they saw Queen Bee as nothing but eye candy, didn't recognize her skills. Shout out to Queen Bee, she was great. How'd that work out for you anyway? Oh right, Queen Bee ditched your ass and you went on to form the 4 Heavenly Kings, replacing you on the ladder. Nowadays, the only way L7 can stay relevant is to appeal to the toxic sludge of the internet. That little niche slice of fraction of a percent of the culture is their fan base. Your attitude is so sad. Your attitude is a sad, outdated relic of a bygone age. The rest of the scene is so far beyond that, and the rest of the scene is so far beyond you that you can see the curvature of the earth from where you stand. I'm sure all 6 of your fans will cheer as you talk down that nasty woman who wasn't scared to tell you the truth. And hey, have fun with that, okay? You have fun. You and your anime avatars have a blast. But as for me, I can't even get properly angry. They're just nothing. Come on, let's get registered for the tournament. I'm done with these two nobodies. The 2 members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with silent rage as Zapper turns her back to them. Oh, Jesus. I'll fucking kill you, you little... And just when I fear we're going to have 2 physical altercations in one day, the billowing swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
Hamza demands your attention.
Hamza! Woo! He's our main man! Look at how hot he is.
This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoint clear. Hamza will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
But they said...
Silence, whelp! Hamza cares not who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of Hamza, Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason Hamza tolerates your intolerable presence is because, sadly, Hamza
Everyone
owes
fucking
your
hates them.
manager a favor. But should you make Hamza regret this act of hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does Hamza make himself clear? Does Hamza make himself clear?
Yes, sir, Mr. Hamza. You put in your place, you stupid Chad. You fucking asshole.
Good. Now, be gone.
Hamza gestures for them to depart with the two members of L7 and Hamza gestures for them to depart, and the two members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with the flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new business.
It is so good to see you, Hamza.
Hamza welcomes his new friends from Good Clean Fun. Welcome, welcome. Any friend of Ben and Matt is a friend of Hamza.
Hell yeah. Yeah, hi. On behalf of Crimson Tiger, Future Forward would like to join you, to join your tournament and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do. Hamza seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, Hamza remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of Hamza. To that end, Hamza apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt. Hamza had intended the four Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable, and L7 is a poor substitute. Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on Hamza's spirit, and Hamza shall do all in his power to correct the matter. Now, let us engage in pleasantries. What can Hamza do for you? What desires can Hamza grant for his new friends?
Can we get a FOD2 machine? Oh, I like this guy. Can we keep him? Hamza is not for sale or rent, but Hamza can be bargained for. It can be bargained with a favor. Really? What's a girl got to do to get a hot date with a guy? What? What's a girl got to do to get a hot date with you on a luxury yacht? You look like the kind of guy who could spoil me rotten. Hamza is no stranger to wealth, but those who seek to share it in such indulgencies must prove their worth.
Show Hamza your spirit!
You are a Zapper, yes? Hamza has heard of your burning spirit. Are you ready to show Hamza what you are capable of, young woman? Absolutely. Point me at the proving grounds and I'm in. And you, manager of Future Forward. Hamza knows you well, thanks to your 11 different social media feeds. Note to self, seriously, stop signing up to different websites. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us goading on L7 like
Why?
that.
You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed Hamza the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face of the storm.
Yeah, but if you're looking to encourage a friendly and welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Ah, Hamza understands your confusion. To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. Hamza has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud. But had you reacted with primitive violent force, then Hamza would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely ineffective. You understand this perspective, yes?
I think so.
Excellent. But please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
So in terms of desires, at this point, all we really need from you is to sign up for your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you consider simply giving us an FOD to your machine.
Ha! Ha!
No. It was worth a shot. Hamza also seeks to measure the fire within worthy individuals. If it is Hamza's prize you seek, you must win it fairly. It was worth a shot. And I enjoy your display of confidence. So, are we in? With a wink, Hamza claps his hands together and brings his hands together in a clap. Okay. Certainly. Cassiosaurus and Zapper of Future Forward are officially entered into my glorious tournament. I understand you were sponsored by Crimson Tiger Energy Drink? The knees must bend towards capitalism. Hamza shall provide you with beverages to consume on camera. He will even substitute the actual fluid for a fluid of your choosing in clever subterfuge. Ha, nice trick.
Such cleverness.
And throughout this tournament, Hamza promises to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow in your losses. I glance around at the ruined, abandoned arcade this glorious tournament is about to take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and Hamza's posh clothing. A fact not lost on him as he nods in apology. His rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, Hamza will admit, but Hamza assures you that there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows. Only hot arcade action awaits you. Hell yeah. I'd like some hot arcade action with you on that yacht. What Zapper was talking about? This warehouse brings to an old foe. This warehouse belongs to an old foe, Deco's Palace. They simply call themselves the Palace now in an effort to save face, but Hamza knows the enemy no matter what face they wear. Hamza purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown into a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures saved from the clutches of death. But Hamza can simply not give these games away. No. On this night, they must be earned through righteous combat. I see. So it's not just an FOD machine being competed for? All manner of games are up for grabs, should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend? True enough, I can spot side tournaments with Hamza's assistance taking down names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just an FOD2 machine. If others from Future Forward join in. Let this crucible test your strength. The strength of you and your
Please,
friendship.
excuse Hamza.
Now, if you excuse Hamza, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor. And with a whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only a scent of bergamot and pine.
Awesome.
Now, this is a party. I didn't realize there were all these tourneys going on. I wonder if I can enter a light gun competition and still have time for FOD2. Double queuing? How decent. Or how decadent. Might be a juggling act, but if you think you can do it, go
Later.
ahead. Sweet, I'll catch up with you when FOD2 starts up. I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments. I'd rather just stick with FOD2 for now. Still, I can wander around this decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first? Oh, my rival's here. Oh, Steel Snail. Oh, it's like Metal Sun. Okay. SNK is ZNK. Konami's back there. Atari. It's tricky trying to track down Grace amidst all the gathered games. Mazes of wooden crates and arcade cabinets block every possible line of sight I could have used. Let's see. Where would she be in this mess? Maybe I could deduce and work backward from that conclusion. Are there any arcade role-playing games? Is that a thing? There's just so much I don't know about arcade culture. But if I'm looking for an arcade equivalent of a slower-paced, logic-driven experience, maybe a puzzle game? And the beeps and boops of sliding blocks draw me to a relatively uncrowded corner of the warehouse, where Grace is happily tapping a joystick, smiling away. Ah, here you are.
Hello.
Oh, hey, hi. Check it out. They've actually got Tetris, the Grandmaster 4. Sorry, Tetris TM. And it's even got the, thankfully uncopyrightable, Russian folk music the series is known for.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Yes? Ah, right. You're still a newbie. Well, this is a particularly deep bit of nerdy lore. TGM4 never made it past prototype stage. They lost the license to the original game. I'm amazed there's a prototype in this place. Although I wouldn't be surprised to find like the Ark of the Covenant or Polybius or some other legendary lost item in this place. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Pretty sure the only real danger here is a crate falling on your head. I've been trying not to actually look up to avoid thinking about that. Back to talking about video game lore. Alright. The rights to Tetris, TM, are kind of, well, complicated. Like, seriously, wildly, confusingly, Cold War drenched in complication. But I've always loved the Grandmaster series. They're the most intensely difficult arcade puzzlers ever made, in my opinion. RPGs are like, kind of like tactical puzzles, so it makes sense. A fourth Tetris TM game? Surely they're running out of things to tris by now. What's next? Hatris? Oh, they have the... Interesting. Makes sense to me. You love role-playing games, which are like puzzles, abstracted through combat and tactics. It's all about logic challenges. Exactly. I like games that make me think. I like games that make me think about how much I'm falling in love with you, okay? Critical thought is just as difficult as, to train as physical prowess. You never skip leg day, and you never skip brain day. Puzzlers and RPGs stretch different brain muscles, so it's good to mix it up, you know? It's healthy. So, how's the tournament going so far? Are you and Zapper kicking all the butts? Grace, round 1 hasn't even started yet. It's still too early. We've already yelled at someone. Oops, I guess I lost track of time. Game does funny things to your sense of time dilation. You can be playing for moments and it feels like hours, or vice versa. Hey, have you seen Jinx yet? I spotted this game and I sorta got sucked in. Lost track of her in the process. I hope she's okay. This isn't really her scene, and I haven't seen her anywhere she could comfortably sit down. Do you mind checking in with her at some point tonight, just to make sure everything's good? If I've got time, sure. I'm thinking I can squeeze in some social activity between rounds. Not a lot of it, but it's okay. If you don't have time, I can go find her once I'm done with this game, I mean. Lost momentarily in thought, Grace slips up for exactly 23 milliseconds, and the game is suddenly over. We didn't get her saying poop. Oh, wow. That went from good to bad in the blink of an eye. How the heck can you play so fast? I mean, I'm speedy with a keyboard, but I'm not that speedy. She steps away from the game for now to chat. Well, how did you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice? Exactly. Like any skill, you just need to do it. Do it until you can do it to the best of your ability. FOD2 is the same way. I mean, that's how I see things anyway. Like I said, I don't care much about the competition. I'm just trying to play with friends and raise my skill level. That's the challenge I'm looking for. If I can help a friend improve their skills and they help me in turn, well, that's a great feeling, you know? We're all in this together. Let Zapper and Loxy hog the glory. Jinx and I, we're in it for self-improvement. I can follow the logic. It's just you and the game must be oddly calm. It makes sense. One closed-off little world, just you and the game locked in combat. No one to judge you? Not really. Just your own personal meter stick to measure up to. It must be relaxing to be able to focus completely on one thing. Yes, exactly. That's why you lose track of time so easily. It's just you and the game. I've always loved single-player games, puzzlers, RPGs, platformers, long-form narrative games like visual novels. The kinds of experiences you can usually only get on game consoles. That's why I'm not quite the arcade junkie the rest of Future Forward is. But that's okay. It takes all types to make up a good team. Diverse viewpoints, diverse ideas. Even if sometimes they come into conflict, like earlier today. Yeah, I noticed you were really anxious when that happened. I'll do my best to make Future Forward an anxiety-free environment for you, Grace. And I appreciate that, even if, honestly, confrontations are inevitable. People disagree, it's the nature of humanity. And sometimes it gets heated. But, well...
I don't like confrontations.
My natural instinct is to go and hide until the shouting ends. Years of experience, I guess. But let's not talk about that. I just want to have some fun tonight, you know? Not dig up old messes. Okay, but if you want to talk about it. I talk about it a lot with Jinx, but like I said, diverse viewpoints, diverse ideas. We can chat too. They're going to announce the next round soon. You should get ready. If only so you have time to find your way in this maze of games. Right. Thanks, Iris. Good luck. Knock 'em dead, in a figurative sense, of course. Yeah. Already enough ghosts in this place, I think. Attention! Kesha and Zapper to the tournament area for your next challenge. This is it, our first round. Fortunately, the matchup is pretty pathetic. A couple of local casuals who got in by being friends with Hamza. We trounced them easily. Thankfully, unlike L7, it's all handshakes and smiles after. They were here just for the fun of it, and win or lose, they got what they wanted. Even if I'm glad I won instead of losing. Anyway, time for a break before the next round. Where to? Let's make sure... Let's find Grace or talk to Jinx real quick. I find Jinx leaning awkwardly against a fine specimen from the endless sea of wooden crates. It doesn't look comfortable, and neither does she. I could maybe understand that if she was part of some conversation circle chatting away with the other gamers here, but nope, just her by her lonesome. Knowing her, she's got no problems being by her lonesome. Normally I wouldn't interrupt, but that kind of discomfort just isn't sitting right with me. Hey, yeah? Yeah. Help you with something? Oh, great. I'm making things awkward again. Okay. How are your legs holding up? I know it's dark and twisty maze. I know it's a dark and twisty maze of boxes, but surely there's a chair somewhere in this mess. Just say the word and I'll track down some seating for you. And if I can't find some, I'm sure our glorious host Hosma will provide. Appreciated, but I've already looked. There's jack all I can sit on. Some chairs, yeah, but they're incompatible. She pauses, leaning heavily against the crate. Her knee braces creaking a bit as she does so. So, she reaches down to tighten a loose strap. Gotta be such and such a height, such and such a curvature. Armrest too, ideally. Keeps my wrists from getting sore. But all I'm finding are these crappy little folding chairs you usually find in the hands of professional wrestlers, with a head-shaped dents in them. I'm afraid I'm on my feet for the duration. Be sore as hell, but that's how it's going to be. How about I run back to your place and, I don't know, grab a chair? It's a 20-minute subway ride.
Bad idea.
And risk losing your spot in the FOD2 tournament? Nah, you've got business here on behalf of Future Forward. Well, how about you head back then? You're not in the tournament. You should just hang out. You're just here to hang out with friends.
Not sure about that.
Not sure. Feels like I'm not being a good teammate if I bail just because my knees. I should stay and cheer you on. I'm here to support everyone. We're being serious about this Pro Tour thing, and I want to be serious too, despite being the team anchor. As in heavy object weighing everyone down, not as an reliable last man in a tug of war, to be specific. Come on, you know nobody sees you that way. Yeah, I know. Just hard not to feel that way some days. She shakes it off to focus on something else. Something a bit less dreary. There are solutions, of course. Was thinking of getting one of those wearable chairs. Wearable what now? Chairs. Did I stutter? They're these metal struts you wear on a harness around your waist. Pop them, lean back, you're sitting. Done. Problem is you look weird using one. On top of everybody going, wearable chair, that's stupid. Why would anyone want that? Normally, I don't give a flying fuck what anyone thinks about my disability or how I support it. Do what needs doing, and I'm done with it. And half the time you see one of those weird infomercial items, it was actually made for the disabled. Too niche of an audience to market alone. But, don't know, wearable chair legs are a bit over the top, even for me. Get funny looks over my leg braces already. Why add more hardware? Already got little kids pointing and going, Mommy, look, it's a robot. And yeah, not into that. Don't blame kids. Don't blame kids. Kids typically don't know any better. But parents who don't teach them about disability, that's not my problem. It's theirs. But it still sucks. So I don't bother with a wearable chair or lugging around a chair everywhere I go. Just improvise. Simpler, less weird, less demanding on everyone. Hell no, be demanding. You're a queen. I insist on being such and such. Fuck that. You're a goddess and should demand supplicants support your every whim. Even if you want to be carried around on a throne, make it happen. You are the queen of stick shifts. You are an automotive empress. Jinx sneers back a laugh. It's like a snark or a jerk, only blended seamlessly together.
Nice.
Cute. Not my style. I like to play it smooth and cool, but gotta admit, your deal has appeal. You offering to haul around a chassis lounge for me then? Hell yeah. Maybe I'll take you up on that then. Not exactly a viable solution, but it did raise her spirits. Jinx stretches out, clearly aching more and more with each passing moment. You sure it's not letting the team down if I bail? Not in the slightest. Do what's best for you. I can kick all the butts, even with you cheering me on from home. Okay. Thinking I should take you up on that suggestion. Don't think I planned this evening out well. Should have solved the seating situation before hopping a subway to parts unknown. I'll go tell Grace I'm headed home. Cool. She's playing Tetris TM over there. Girl loves her puzzles. Glad she found something fun to do here. I worry, you know. She's like me, happy in isolation, but can't hurt to try something new. She offers me a firm nod of appreciation, then slowly makes her way to the open front doors of the warehouse. Attention! It's time for the next challenge. Round 2 is a bit harder, an up-and-coming esports team just like us. Still a solid victory thanks to Zapper's skill. The opposing team was visibly disappointed to lose, and I can sympathize with that. No one likes losing. Break time before round 3, who to visits. Let's see what my rival is doing here. Could have sworn I saw Hunter's face in the crowd over where the side tournaments are. Should I invest? I should investigate this for science. Also, rude they didn't even tell me they're here. I thought we were friends. I swim awkwardly through the waves of people to the side tournaments. There are all kinds of different setups, from the warehouse to stock arcade cabinets to old CRT TVs with consoles. I eventually find Hunter participating in Power Stone TM, and they're currently in the hot seat. I'm not going to lose to you, Tourney Rando. That's what you said last time too. Hunter's smirk widens as they flick their wrist and input a combo that utterly destroys their opponent. Listen, maybe if you trained harder, you'll best me next time, but I highly doubt it. The defeated actually doesn't look too upset that they were completely decimated. Instead, they're laughing and smiling, just like they won the lottery. Hunter extends for a handshake and then sweeps them into a giant hug. Can't say I'd be content with a loss like that. Although I certainly wouldn't mind being swept up in Hunter's arms like that. They have a quick exchange of words before more people joyously surround Hunter. Now the whole lot of Power Stone TM players are actively ignoring their buttons and screens and entirely focused on Hunter. Pleasantries and high fives all around. I know they're pretty popular within the FOD community, but outside of it, I had no idea. Eventually, Hunter attention withdraw from the group, spotting me watching them from afar. They wave to me, excusing themselves and approach. What are you doing here? Following your every move, research. That's the joke answer. Heard this warehouse is for sale, we're buying it. Oh, the bold. Oh, okay. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. By following you, I can keep tabs on you and have the upper hand for our next matchup. Okay, creepy. Relax. I'm not stalking you. I'm here for the FOD 2 tournament. Although getting inside the brain of your opponent isn't a bad tactic overall. And then it hits me. It's just Hunter. I don't see any of their teammates skulking around, mocking people and ruining things they like. Ruining things like they did not so long ago at Good Clean Fun. Interesting that the best team in the league isn't here right now. Did you not get the invitation? Nah, P2W didn't. Coach said we shouldn't focus on small-time tournaments and set our sights higher. And yet, you're here and not with your team? I'm not married to them. I do get free time, you know. And where I go and what I do in my free time is my business, not theirs. Fair enough. Seeing as how it's a bit of a touchy subject for them, I move to something else. So, Power Stone TM? Hunter cocks an eyebrow suspiciously. You seem good at it. Are you challenging me to a money match? Is that what you're trying to ask? I accept. Hunter pulls out a $100 bill from their pocket and raises it above their head. Let's go, you and me in front of everyone. I'm not challenging you for money. I haven't even played this game. Why would I put down a hundo when I know I'm going to lose? Obviously, it's for the thrill. The excitement to get to play alongside me. They smile wickedly at me, taunting me and enthralling me all at the same time. That's me. Makes me melt having all of Hunter's attention on me. I can feel my extremities heat. I pray I'm keeping it cool on the outside. Oh god, the joy of having me dominate you. Woo! My face instantly flushes, and in seeing my reaction, Hunter merely laughs in response. Fine, it seems we'll have to save a money match for another day. Hunter takes a $100 bill and places it back in my pocket. I've avoided a humiliating loss from my rival this time around, but that still doesn't stop my curiosity about this whole ordeal. How long have you been playing? Do you know all these people? What exactly is a Stone of Power, and how do I wield it? Slow down there, Inquisitor. I can't keep up with all those questions. Where to even begin? Hunter takes a moment's pause, reflecting their memories. I've been playing since was a kid. It was my first competitive arcade game. It's what brought me here, the world of arcades. I feel a little sheepish. Being an adult and never having seriously gone into an arcade until being fun. I would spend the entirety of my allowance at arcades. I even stole money from the swear jar so I could play longer. I started out by playing my favorite characters, trying to learn their moves, and eventually I beat the game. But that first victory wasn't enough. Hunter holds their forehead in hand. No, I craved more. Even as a kid, I knew from that moment this was my new life. This was the life I chose. I know Hunter can be a bit sassy and playful with me, but I've never seen them talk like this. I let them continue, uninterrupted. I left a life where no one cared about me. The arcade gave me a renewed reason to live. Hunter pauses abruptly as a wave of nervousness crosses their brows, realizing they might have overshared with me. Not a second more passes before they're back to their normal, lighthearted demeanor. They swing their arm out, gesturing toward the people behind them. This is my family. I've grown up around these people, and I've made friends here. Friends that will last me a lifetime. These bonds are thicker than blood. It's been the one community I can come back to time and time again. They've always welcomed me. That's why I'm here. So now you know my business. Please. Please what I've told you. As I'm about to respond, hey Hunter, you're up. Another one of Hunter's friends shows up. You spend how much time practicing as you do flirting with cuties like her, you'd actually have a chance against me. Hunter shoots me a pleading look before turning away from me. A smile replaces the mournful face as they begin chatting with their friend. Surprised that Hunter opened up to me like that. I certainly wasn't expecting it. I will keep Hunter's secret safe. I'm glad Hunter shared with me. I'm happy that Hunter feels comfortable enough to talk about these things. It reminds me that even though we're rivals, we're first and foremost friends. I hope they continue to trust me, and I know that I'll keep this information to myself. A very loud cheer from the Power Stone team cabinet interrupts my thoughts, and I'm reminded that I should be getting back to my own turn. I glance back once, watching my rival cheering happily amongst their family, and then I leave. The semifinals! Our third round is against a pretty famous team, actually. Wicked Prodigies. I almost said Wicked Pringles, which probably would have been better, who were huge during the FOD1 days. That was an intense fight to be sure. Zapper and I barely squeaked out a win. But a win is a win, and that puts us on track to the Grind Finals. And because the universe has a deep-rooted sense of irony, from the look of the bracket, our opponents will be Chad and Lance from L7 Gaming. Great. Grand Finals will be starting in 30 minutes. Steel yourselves for this challenge, competitors. It's going to take Hosma and his crew some time to set up the pomp and spectacle of the finale. Time to reduce some stress. Oi, come here, I got something I want to do. I'm so lost in my thoughts that I barely noticed after tugging at my arm. Curious, I follow. Where are we going? We'll find out in just one brief moment here. Where is the... We'll find out here in one brief moment. I'm going to hop up, use the restroom, so stick around. For more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers right after this, take this intro screen moment to scroll down, subscribe, and ring that bell if you want more. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back and we are following Zapper. She leads me away from the gathering of games towards one of the darker corners of the warehouse, where random bits of arcade junk have been stashed. Check this stuff out. It's like you smashed up a dozen old-timey arcades and ditched all the bits in one pile. This is the old school, older than I am. Gotta respect the roots. I'm seeing pizzeria paraphernalia, broken change machines, cardboard boxes full of prize ticket junk, and a full audio animatronic band of rooting robots with moth-eaten fuzzy costumes. Ever seen one of these things in action before? It's like adorable and creepy as shit. Zapper, I'd never set foot in an arcade before good clean fun, remember? Man, you have missed out on a lot as a keyboard warrior. Arcades? They used to try all sorts of wacky gimmicks to get kids in the doors. I remember visiting Deco's Palace for my birthday parties. They had all sorts of weird stuff there. Human gerbil mazes, ball pits, booths with ticket tornadoes, and robot bands that clunkily played whatever pop songs from the 60s they could get cheap rights to. The palace even experimented with robots that could walk around and interact with guests. Cool, huh? I don't know. I think these things would freak me out if I was a kid. Like the fuzzy version of the Terminator TM. Precisely. So, what do you say we figure out how to turn one of these suckers on and spook L7 with it? Call it a way to seek revenge without resorting to violence, like I did against Domino. Something ultimately harmless, but still psychological warfare at its finest. Hosma wouldn't appreciate us causing chaos in his tournament. We do that, Hosma boots us out of the tournament. Sounds like a bad idea. Come on, he's a wacky guy, he'd probably appreciate it. Besides, we do this right, we've got plausible deniability. These busted old bots could have lurched back to life on their own, right? Still risky, not sure about this. Yeah, well, I'm doing it whether you want to help or not, but if you do want to help, make sure we do this in a way that won't be traced back to us. Zapper stacks her fingers and points to my phone. You've got an Iris, right? I've seen you talking to her now and then. Crap, I was trying to be subtle about it, considering owning an Iris is a federal crime. Hello, I am Iris. Please state your command. Beep boop. I am a simple computer, nothing to worry about at all. Naturally, Zipper doesn't give an airborne intercourse, whether I'm breaking the law or not. Chill, I'm not gonna narc on you two. I'm saying that a powerful AI hacker in your pocket can easily reprogram one of these bots. We do that and we'll be able to sneakily deploy it on jump scare the shit out of L7 and nobody will be the wiser that we did it. I mean, I know hardware enough to probably jumpstart one of these creepy machines myself, but I was thinking it'd be safer if Iris did the heavy lifting. So what do you say, partner? Are you willing to ride shotgun with me on this, or are you gonna be uncool? I'm out. I don't want to upset Hosma. Nope, I can't be any part of this. I think we told them off good and proper. This is just kicking them while they're down. That's assuming they're down. They're not, but I intend to put them down. Fine, if you won't help, I'm doing this myself. You can either sit here and keep me company while I work, or you can walk away. Your choice. I'm gonna wander off. I don't want any, well, I'll stick around. I didn't say I'm ditching you, I just can't help. I'll stay. Fine. With a shrug, she finds an open USB port on one of the robots, plugging it into her own phone so she can clumsily figure out how to activate the thing again. I hit the wrong button again? How does this work? As for the robot we've selected to be our unstoppable monster, well... Oh, it's a giant pink flamingo! It's Pinky! Not the pinnacle of horror, yet still creepy. It's in its own way. What the heck is that thing? Looks a bit less decayed and ancient compared to the others. This warehouse used to belong to Deco's Palace. My guess is the company bought out some small arcade and took their mascot costume, converting it to robotics. I'd say it's fitting to transform this poor thing in an instrument of revenge, considering it was purchased by a corporate trash bag. Yeah, I heard that Deco's Palace was in some legal hot water or something. Yep, their founder got tangled up in a bunch of scandals, then fled the country, I think. Nobody knows where he went. The company rebranded as the Palace, and eventually retired a lot of his old projects, like the robot mascots and stuff.
Perfect!
But this is perfect. Exactly the thing to make Chad and Lance evacuate their bowels. The work to override Pinky for our purposes is slow, but seems to go well, leaving time to chat.
This is the stuff I live for.
What, reprogramming robots?
No, causing some chaos. People get too complacent, too willing to snuggle into their boring little lives, avoiding any risk, any excitement. I grew up in the suburbs outside the city. Dad grinding a paycheck 9 to 5, Mom playing happy homemaker, my brother being a high school football hero. If anything, they liked me playing video games because it kept me at home, kept me safe and sound in our quiet little house, isolated on all sides by well-manicured lawns. Naturally, I spent a lot of time as a kid running around, getting into fights and jumping in mud puddles and generally causing mayhem. Because I'd lose it from boredom if I didn't try to break out of that suburban cocoon of dullness. They hated it, of course. Hated my desire for freedom. Kept demanding I grow up, be mature, be responsible. Grounding me was their way of keeping me cooped up at home. The instant I turned 18, man, I was gone. And I haven't looked back. Now, I'm free. Free to do what I want, when I want, where I want. My crappy little apartment isn't home. The city is home. I take risks. And sure, I make mistakes which become learning experiences, but I never, ever shy away from the possibilities of life.
She glances over to me, studying my reaction.
I'm not expecting you to live my ideals. People are different. That's cool. I get that. Grace is very cocooned, but she's still a good person. A better person than me, really. Just, I want you to accept me for who I am. Okay?
Oh, what a lovely day. We shall ride to Valhalla, shiny in chrome. The way you live your life sounds damn good to me. I say let's do some really inadvisably stupid things and get into incredible amounts of trouble together. Fuck yeah, that's the spirit. Just ignore the moment ago when I was like, I don't want to do this because I don't want to upset Hazma. I'm sorry, Hazma. Zapper paused for a moment before she grins wildly at me, lips curling from ear to ear. Now let's give our creation life. With lightning in her eyes and the push of a button, she powers up our flamingo-shaped death machine. And watch it amble in surprisingly stealthy fashion towards L7, who are busy chatting away in a corner of the warehouse. So where do you want to get dinner after we finish trashing those losers? I'm thinking Chinese. Maybe hit their home turf, really rub it in their faces. Incoherent screaming not unlike frightened deer. Throat noises suggesting massive psychological trauma. And the boys run for it, waving their hands in the air like they just don't care. I am satisfaction incarnate. Okay, now I feel sufficiently pumped to take those two on in the final match. I don't even care if we win the tournament. That moment was enough of a stylish win for my needs. I mean, I still have to crush the tourney, don't get me wrong. You know, you stood by my side all day, talked me down after I went too far with Domino, signed me up for the tourney, created a metal minion with me, and so far, we've gotten along just fine, haven't we? I can see us making this partnership a real thing. I mean, when it comes to FOD2 tourneys and stuff. I mean, right? Is Zapper blushing? Together, I can see us being BFFs. Oh. If I may be so bold, I'm pretty sure you like boldness. Interesting. Maybe I can be Little Miss aggressively bold to the... maybe I can beat Little Miss aggressively bold to the punch on this one. A partnership, you say? I think that has possibilities. Fun possibilities. Wild possibilities. Naughty possibilities! Assuming you'd be interested in throwing caution to the wind and exploring those possibilities a bit, Miss Zapper. At first, she looks like she's going to blush deeper and starts stammering, the normally confident Zapper at a loss for words. But she quickly regains her footing. I did not intentionally stammer the word stammering. I just took a weird breath.
Interesting. Sounds dangerous. Sounds outright stupid, honestly, getting into those sorts of possibilities with my team's alleged coach. But hey, I can dare to be stupid.
She likes Weird Al too.
Let's stay focused on the here and now, but yeah, there could be something here. Could be. And you know I'm always down to have a good time. Now, if you'll accompany me to the deathmatch arena, where we shall annihilate all who stand against us.
Zapper offers me her arm gracefully, with a smile of mocking glee, genteel flames. And together we stroll onward towards destiny.
It has begun! Friends, it is time for the grand finals of Fist of Discomfort 2. Long have you battled, hard have you fought, and now your efforts have led you to Hamza's unyielding steel cage of death.
Nobody's going to die. He's exaggerating. Probably.
For both the meager physical reward of a professional-grade Fist of Discomfort 2 machine and the absolute glory of victory within the eyes of your peers. Hamza welcomes our final 2 teams to rise to this challenge and claim their destiny. Step forward.
Hold on.
From L7 Gaming, 10-year veterans of the esports scene, Hamza presents to you Lance and Chad.
I requested a delay on account of those bastards from Future Forward attacking us with a robot bird. The feathers.
Hamza cares not for your ridiculous stories and excuses. The match goes on. Do not dishonor yourselves further. And from an up-and-coming team, a pair of rising stars seeking to ascend the ziggurat of victory.
When you lie awake screaming at night with visions of pink flamingos in your mind, think of me. Did you not want us to be discreet, Zapper? Can we just throw that out there that you were like, hey, we don't want this to get traced back to us, and then you walk up and go, it was us! We have done it! We made the flamingo make them poop their pants. How is that helpful? It's bad. Oh, right. Now I need a cool quote. Let's see. Oh boy, maybe not that one. We're gonna hit you so hard, the impact goes back in time and kills your grandmother. Just to be sure I know the rules, we're allowed to smash our opponents over the head with folding chairs, and I can pile drive through them through this Spanish announcer's table? No? I'm guessing no. Okay, cool.
Very well. Fighters, to your positions.
I enjoy my character's facial expression where I'm like trying to sound cool, but I'm like, I have said something wrong. Something has happened. This isn't going the way I wanted it to. Fuck. Both members of L7 brought their own joysticks, which they wire up to the game. Me, I start hooking up my keyboard. Zapper is content to use the built-in joysticks like a traditional arcade jockey might. And with that, all 4 of us are ready. Sort of. I wish I'd done more research into L7's playstyle, so I knew how to counter it. With Team P2W, I knew Hunter's tricks and Koda's techniques. But with these two, I'm gonna have to assume they'll play aggressively, mixing up attacks and special. Probably they're launching their ultimate early on. They're angry. We'll use that against them. Okay. So I am saving here. Oops, hold on. I am saving here because I want to win. So we're gonna just do that. So let's see. Let's pull up a little notepad. Aggressive play. Attacks and specials. Ultimate early.
And here we go.
versus...
Fight.
Let's go with the defend. So Lance wants to come at me? Fine. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keeping myself and my minions safe. Okay, so 1 attack. You defend their attacks, 140 points. Okay, they're clearly favoring attacks and specials. They're too angrily to properly defend. I can use that to my advantage. They're also likely to launch their ultimate attack early in the match. I can save mine for later, when they may be less predictable and I need a trump card. Or I can fire it off sooner in hopes of countering theirs. What would be best?
If I didn't know any better, I'd call hacks on that one.
Oh wow, they use their ultimate? Oh my god. Oh, my defenses go up, but unfortunately my enemy notices me playing it slow and safe and unleashes a special move before I can react. Okay. You both special. Are they seriously never going to defend against a single thing? It's just attacks and specials, attacks and specials. What can I say? They're idiots. Idiots do as idiots do. But be careful, they could mix it up eventually. The nod, I focus on the game, trying to predict their next moves. So they've already used... I think we gotta go with that. It's a risk. Channel my energy, but... Okay, $130.
You can't stop me. Can't keep me down. I'll be back and stronger than ever.
Oh, what the fuck? Special loses to the attack? Damn it. At last, we reached the sacred dojo, the prize for the clan with the most honor. Honor being measured by points from punching people in the head. They've been largely predictable, but that ends now. Assume nothing, and push through to victory. I gotta make, like, I gotta make good calls here. Fuck.
You lose.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
And here we go.
Okay. So specials beat attack. So if I go special here, I wonder if it's gonna be the same thing. Oh, they both specialed on that one. Why the fuck do they earn so many more points? Okay, so we use their ultimate on... I wrote that. I wonder if I wrote that correctly.
You can't step to this with that weak-ass determination. Embrace the impossible. Fight gods. Eat the sun.
Why did they earn 60 and I only earned 30? Come on. God damn it, they defended. Fuck.
Damn it. Oh, no.
Oh my god, are you seriously? Why can't I beat them? This is why I am not super thrilled that I...
And
Fight.
Okay, there we go.
You can't step to this.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Can you... Oh, so you could... Ah, okay. I can save with the lead. Honestly, I could just save after, like, literally every turn if I wanted to. Okay.
You missed. And if you come at me, you best not miss. Come on, at least try to be as awesome as I am. Otherwise, you'll never get anywhere.
You win.
Wow, first try too. Unbelievable.
GG, losers. Y'all got zapped.
Hell yeah. We won. We won. We did it. We beat L7 Gaming and won our first, won our own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. No. No way. This isn't possible. You can't get a fluke win and call it a success. You've got to be cheating. That's that stupid keyboard, isn't it? You've loaded it with macros or something. Dude, careful. We don't want to get P2W'd by them posting a video of you ranting. Damn it. No. Won't catch us in that trap. We'll get caught in a different trap called general racism and being an asshole. Take your damn win then. It'll be the last one you ever have. And once the media is bored with patting themselves on the back, you'll be history. Come on, Chad. Let's ditch this stupid baby tournament for babies that you stayed at all night and tried to win. Telling them off changed nothing. Winning changed nothing. They're stuck in the same loop, repeating the same lies again and again. L7 Gaming is the past, stagnant and stubborn. Future forward is the future, and I'm going to make that dream a reality.
ha ha ha! Well fought and well won.
Thank you.
My friends, Hamza grants you this boon. Your own personal Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. May you play in good health and with the good sportsmanship that won you this day.
Maybe I am a victory addict. Maybe I'm too invested in beating L7, in proving I belong here. Would I feel dissatisfied if I'd lost to them? Maybe that's as much an introspection as I can manage. My adrenaline rush, the rush of success. I can't be a realist while feeling this damn good. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. We're gonna just say thank you. I love Hosmer, so we won't be too obnoxious. Thank you. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to prove ourselves and for this wonderful gift. We'll do our best to build our skills and we'll be ready for your next turn.
Of this, Hamza has no doubt.
Hamza.
But be warned, this was but one step on your long climb towards destiny. Do not let the thorns of pride grow in your heart, as they have in L7. Fight every battle as if it were your last, with no presumption, no pretense. Fight with iron determination. Fight to your last breath. No doubt you will face hardship on the road to glory. In your darkest hour, remember this day. And remember Hamza, who believes in you.
Thank you, Hamza.
But for now, please vacate the premises, as the remaining games need to be relocated before the building is demolished. Thank you.
Hamza sure knows how to make an entrance, but his exit leaves a little more to be desired. I think we're getting kicked out. Guess we should go home. You know, I had a blast tonight. You're starting to grow on me. If nothing else, you're shaking things up, and that's always a plus in my book. I mean, look at where we are. A professional tournament, fighting for real stakes, with a real sponsor backing us up. Us, the Laundromat crew. Can't help but see all of this as a win. It's a great start. Hopefully a start towards greater things than local tourney. Man, just take the compliment. And okay, I need to get really sappy to say this properly, so forgive me in advance. I'm glad you're my friend, that you're a part of our group of friends. I don't think you're aware of just how big it is that you're in the mix with us, for us and for you. It's all good stuff from here on out. And I don't just mean the Pro Tour, okay? That's an important part of it, but I mean the path forward as a group, you know? I don't know what shape we'd be in after this morning's kerfuffle if not for you. Just think about that for a bit, okay? And I'll stop there because I'm bad with words and feelings and stuff, and I really need to get the hell out of here and sleep. Coming? As I move to join her, I'm about to move to join her when a buzz in my pocket grabs my attention. I'll be out of here in a minute. See you tomorrow? Of course. She's right. I've been laser focused on my Pro Tour ambitions, but along the way, I'm starting to get really involved with these people, aren't I? And despite only knowing them for a short time, well, maybe I do have the right to call them friends. Something to ponder. After wrapping things up here, that is. The building's shutting down for the night, and I can spare a moment to thumb through my phone and see why it's buzzing so insistently.
Hey, listen.
Hey, this is big. This is really big. Crimson Tiger are super happy with tonight's results. Crimson Tiger wants to fund a team house. If we can find something that fits within their budget, we can get the whole team living and practicing together around the clock. Wouldn't that be amazing? You don't say. It's got promise, a lot of promise. All the major esports organizations have team houses. Team P2W has a giant penthouse condo even. I'm also investigating other events we can join using the sponsor's funding for travel and hotels. There's just so many possibilities.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad I can help you manage this team as your digital assistant. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. For now, you should go home and rest. Iris offline. This is what I wanted. This is what I craved. Professional gaming as my life's calling. Zapper was right. I'm shaking things up. I'm making this happen. With renewed spirits, I stroll down the lanes of dusty old arcade games and this rapidly emptying warehouse to finally make my way home. And pause, stopping in my tracks. The exit's in sight. I can see it from here, despite being tangled up in a maze of arcade games, despite the occasional glow of pixel-smeared screen. I need to leave. They're wrapping up the event. I have to go now. But my hand is resting on a joystick for some reason. A glowing blue joystick. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's bad. That's bad. Huh. What's this game? I still don't know much of anything about the arcade scene, but I couldn't say if this game was obscure or popular. I've never, or so I could say. Whoop. I still don't know much of anything about the arcade scene, so I couldn't say if this game was obscure or popular. I've never seen it before. And yet, I want to play it. I can't deny that I want to try playing it. I can't pull my hand off that glowing glue metallic joystick. I won't. I won't pull off of it. Yes, that's right. Surely I could sneak in one game before Hamza's assistants insist I leave. Surely I could. I could play this game. No, 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 no. My fingers reach for the start button to fire up the game. Game start. What the? Where did the warehouse go? What is this place? No, I'm still standing here, gripping that burning hot joystick. I'm also here, wherever here is. Panic starts crawling up my spine. From this weird, dislocated feeling, a panic that seems almost alive. And what's that weird figure? Oh, and that's when a figure emerges from a distorted digital shadows that form this place. A figure that looks like me, and little by little, it mirrors my shape, my movements, my mind. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? You play me, I'll play you. You play me, and I'll play you. Identity divider. But while I stare in open-mouthed horror, it smiles. It's smiling so confidently. The crown can be yours if you kneel and accept that you must keep winning. Never stumble and fall. They'll see the real you if... With jerking, glitchy motions, the shade reaches for me, grasping. It's already read me. Phrased my fears, digging deep through the joystick, my hand still grips in the real world. But now it wants more, it wants everything, and it wants me to surrender to that need. My arm tingles as it starts flowing the other way, pushing me instead of pulling from me. And that's when someone tackles me sideways, pulling me forcefully away from the grip of Polybius. What? Shh, they're coming. Dazed and confused, the palm of my left hand still tingling from where I touched that joystick, Loxley easily pulls me into the shadows. Hidden from view as someone calmly approaches the strange arcade game. Confirmed, there's a Polybius instance here. Activate containment protocols. Looks like the old man's intel was right. He did have another copy of the game in his stocks. She pauses, one hand onto her earpiece, as she peers around the darkened warehouse through her sunglasses. She sees nothing other than Hosma's assistants in the distance finishing up their work. Negative, no psychological contamination incidents. Seems the game went unnoticed and unplayed. Basic containment procedure will be sufficient. Soon, two similarly dressed men in black arrive, with a cargo dolly and a black tarp, concealing the game and silently rolling it out of the building. Finally, I manage to breathe properly and Loxley loosens his grip on me.
Most unfortunate.
Damn them. If only I'd found it sooner. What the hell is going on? Loxley, what was that thing? Who were those people? And when did you get here? You said you couldn't come to the event. You were too busy, and my brain's spinning in like 11 directions at once. My hand hurts and I'm having trouble putting together any coherent thoughts.
I offer my sincere apologies.
I hadn't intended to involve you in this. And what is this, exactly? A complicated situation, one I would strongly recommend not digging into any deeper. And you were victorious this night, yes? Focus instead on your game of choice and your conquests. Worry not about other matters.
Uncertainty abounds.
It'd be best if you forgot about this strange little encounter if at all possible. Please, trust me on this, my friend. Fuck that! Can't argue this. Not here, not now. My head is killing me, and Hamza's assistants would flush us out of here soon anyway. Fine, we'll table this for now. It's late and I need some extra strength headache meds. But if you want me to trust you, I need you to trust me and be a bit more open about this. Got it? Very well. My apologies. I suppose I'm playing the Neve rather than the night by trying to keep you in the dark. So be it. If you wish to pursue this, I'll consult with my allies and see what I can reveal. I strongly suggest you ignore the incident, but your will is your own. Pardon me, I must report my failure. Such troublesome matters. He tugs his hood up to avoid anyone's gaze as he slinks away towards, well, I don't know. Some dark corner, a hidden entrance, however he got to the building to begin with. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should let that go. My dreams are ones of victory. A fist of discomfort triumph, not getting into whatever this is. I have no idea what that thing was or what it was trying to do to me. It feels bigger than I can deal with right now, way above my pay grade. So at least for tonight, perhaps I need to refocus on what I can truly care for. My path lies along the Pro Tour, the year-long road to the ultimate battle. Where else it may lead me, I don't know, but the only certainty is that I'm ready to fight, and the next step is to bring future forward together under one roof, so we can truly fight as one, while putting whatever that was far, far behind me. You've cleared level 2. 25 gamer score. Take a look at the scores. We're all love, though I'm surprisingly bold. We got Grace. We have Grace. I'm surprised we have it as high as with Loxley. Yeah. Grace seems to be very comfortable around you, proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. You've also scored 17,700 points. Nice. Keep talking with people, and you should go up, 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 up. Save the game. All right. That does it for Arcade Spirits. Level number 2 is complete. 2 of 8 taken care of here so far in this game. We got 50 gamer score out of it so far. We'll get a bunch toward the end. Yeah. But there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Today is Sunday, and that is the day that these normally post these more story-focused games. So I've been having a good time with those. This is only like the second game I've played of this, but I have been focusing on some of the more story-based stuff. Played a bunch of Life is Strange, played Road 96, really enjoyed that. Now we're on to Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. You can watch the old Arcade Spirits if you dig through the channel. That went up years ago. I wonder if I have a Arcade Spirits playlist. Do I? Oh, playlists right here. Let's see. Filter. Arcade. Nothing. Okay. I should make I will try to make a playlist of the Arcade Spirit stuff that this will be added to. And you can watch all of the videos in order if you so desire. I think there are 5 or 6 Arcade Spirits in the original one. There will be 8 of these. Each of these videos will be one chapter or one level of the game. Every Sunday, July 3rd, still up in the air as to exactly what we'll post on that particular day. Yeah, other than that, just stick around, hang out, scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. The Quarry went up on Friday. MLB goes up every single day at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Played some Halo recently as well. And then that Metal whatever is just a demo. I don't know if it's involved in the Demo Fest at all, but I might check that out alongside it or maybe in a separate thing. Not really sure. Let's see. Yeah. Tomorrow, Mystery Bag Monday. That'll continue. Tuesday, you got Madden. Wednesday, you have question mark. I think maybe Demo Fest. Maybe. We'll see. I need more information on that. Thursday, Co-op, Sea of Thieves. Maybe. I'm not sure. Friday, The Quarry will continue. Saturday, Taste Test. Yeah. And for a little bit, we're going to have 7 days. It'll be just scheduled content. Nothing weird or random, but who knows. Thank you again so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm having a great time with the game. I think I will do that. I'll probably try and win all of the tournaments and go that route. I still don't love the mini game, but it's not that bad. Got through it in a couple of tries. Just save right before it. You can even save during it, which is kind of nice. So, you can, figure that out. Okay. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week with level 3 of Arcade Spirits right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye and good games. Arcade games, that is.